Yeah. The first topic is of today is what? What are the conditional statements, right? This conditional statement is also known as what? Decision making statements. Okay, conditional statement or the analogous to if this happens, then do not that. Okay, they are crucial for dynamic programming, like your responsive programs, executive based on specified conditions that evaluate are true or false like that. Okay, you can see it. If you're running the programming, there is called as conditional statements. That condition for conditions. Okay, that depends on when you take any decisions. Yeah, there are certain conditions, right? Here also there in Python programming that if the condition is there, that if the condition will be passed, then only that logic block will be blocked. That is called as what? Code blocks. Okay, code blocks what? Specify code execute based on that conditions. Okay, and there be what? Always you are getting output in what? Boolean logic. Okay, that can be a condition evaluates this condition is true or false. Based on the true or false, that prints the statements. Okay, that is called what? Conditional statements. And this is conditional statement is also called as what? Dynamic programs. They are fundamental for what? Responsive programs. Okay, and there are so many types of in the in conditional statement. There are four conditional statement, and the first conditional statement is called what? The if statement. The if statement means execute if condition is true only it will execute. The first type is what? If statement. And there is a syntax called as what? Only the if condition. In the condition you have to replace with what? Your condition. Okay, when we go with the program you'll get to know understand neatly. Okay, I'm just to introduce to the conditional statement. Okay, the if statement execute is code block only when the condition is true. The Python indentation defines the code block. For example, you can see right if. Okay, this is I am passing word if statement. In the condition place, you have to mention the condition. What is it? Temperature is greater than 25, like that. Okay, if condition this one true, it will print what? It's odd today. If condition is false, it will not print anything. Like that, it will be work. Okay, this is called what? If statement. Okay, the second type is called what? If else statement. Okay, this is what? One is for condition, one is for what? Printing the statement. If you have the one condition, if you have the one statement, you have to use what? If else statement. Okay, and if else statement provides the alternative path. If condition is false, okay, the else block will be executed. Okay, one of the two code blocks always runs. Okay, and this is the what? Your syntax. Okay, if condition will be there and you are passing the condition. If true, it will be something print. Otherwise, there can be a go to the else part. Okay, you go with the programming, we'll get to know. Okay, you can see the example here. If what is age is what greater than 18, print what? Adult. Okay, else the print is what? Minor. Okay, this is a two. If you have the two statement to print, you can use the what? Else if else statement. Okay, and this is to ensure what? One of the two code blocks always execute, guiding the program flow based on your single condition. Okay, and you can see here the if else statement. It can be a multiple statement: if, elif, and else. This is what third type of your conditional statement, and it can be what? There'll be a multiple condition and multiple statement you have to print. Means this n number of condition, n number of statement. You can use what? If, elif, else statement. This is what? Multiple choices. Okay, you can see right. First condition is condition one, that called as what? If condition block. Okay, the condition two is what? Elif. This elif can be used in n time. Okay, if you have n condition means you can use elif. Okay, that can be elif condition. Okay, then default you have password else. This is optional, you can use that one. Okay, and this main statement and as a multiple conditions sequentially only the first block with the true condition execute. Okay, you can see the example here. If score is what? Greater than equal to 90 and grade is what? E. Okay, elif what? And score is greater than or equal to 80 and grade is what? B, and else grade C. Okay, simply understand. I'll go to program, I'll explain neatly. Okay, and the fourth, the last type of the conditional statement is what? Nested conditional statement. Okay, in nested conditional statement, what we'll do is use the if statement inside the if statement like a nested link. Okay, that called as what? We're using the if multi times, that called as what? Nested if. Okay, and you can use a what? Deep logic, that called as what? Granular decision path. Okay, and this is what? Inner if is what? Condition inside the another. And another if means outer if what? Mind condition check. If mind condition check, it will go for inner. Okay, if inner will be condition will be true, then go into the deep logic. This how it will be work. Okay, and state conditions place one statement inside the another, and this enables the highly specific decision path, improving your logic complexity. Okay, you can see the example here. If logged in and if user first you should be what? If user role is equal to admin, then if mind block will be passed, then go to the second if. The second if pass, then it will print the admin panel. Otherwise, it will not show like that. Like how admin password will be work, right? Like that, it will be nested. It will be work. Okay. Next. Can see here the real world example that can be a user input validation, like your login, sign in, conditional, right? Okay, you what use what users enter the data. Okay, you enter the what your username and password. Okay, if then conditional check that will check username is correct and your password is correct. Then it will be checked for what it will give you the feedback. The conditional is verified and take what you can sign in. You can log in. Okay, conditional statement validate your user input, ensuring your data integrity, and this prevent what errors in your form sign up and data processing. Like for example, password strength check like that. Where nowadays your password check what must should be what uppercase, lowercase, and special character and numbers. This is what strength check. Okay, let's do the next thing. Okay, this is what key users and benefits of your conditional statement that can be you can use it in what decision making, personalization, error handling, validation, game logic, business rule. When you developing the website, right? You have to when you after the conditions means you can use the what conditional statements. Okay, let's learn deeply with the programming. Then you can get to know how it will be. Yeah, hope you can see my screen. Let's start. Okay, let's see what are the conditional statement. Okay, in simple terms, what conditional statement let you know control the flow of the program, and they check the certain condition to met. If a maintained condition is what? If a condition is true, then the specific block will be code runs. Otherwise, if it's false, means the block will be what? Skipped, and potentially what another block will be run like that will be work. This is called what conditional statement. Okay, to building the blocks you have to what you have to use what comparison operators. Okay, before we jump to the conditional statement we have to understand what how the compare things in a python, and they're called was what comparison operators. Okay, and they always give back to what either true or false. Okay, it is called as what boolean types. Okay, and first comparison operator is called was double equal. Is called as what? Equal to. Okay, what will do equal to means it checks if two values are exactly the same. Okay, if you use the two equals means it will check that both are equally same or exactly same like that. Okay, if you use the single equal that will use to what assigning the value to that variable. Okay, if you use the equal to means that will check exactly same or not like that. Okay, the second one is what? Not equal to. It checks if two values are different. Okay. We're checking the both values are not equal or equal like that. If equals, that will be true. If not equal, that is what? False. Like that. And coming to the next one is what? Greater than. Greater than what? Greater than checks if the value is larger than is right. Okay. And less than if the value is what? Smaller than it will be right. Okay. Like that it will be work. And next one is what? Greater than or equal to. Okay. It checks the if the value is the larger than or same the right. Okay. It should be a what? It should be greater than that value or equal to that value. Then only condition to, yeah, that can be a both. And if the next one is what less than or equal to. Okay, if the value should be less than or equal to, and if checks if the left value is smaller than or the same, that can be what right. Otherwise it is false. Okay, let's do some example, then you get to know understand. Okay, let's do the comparison operator example. Your first one is what I'm checking is 5 is equal to 5. If equal to means I have to use which comparison operator? Double equal, right? So I'm using what 5 equal to 5. It will check. So I will get no. Is 5 equal to 5? So is 5 is equal to 5, right? This is correct, right? So I'm getting what? True. Okay. I'm next checking what? Print. Is 5 is equal to 6? I'm checking that one. 5 is equal to 6? Is no, right? So when I am printing this one, I get to know what? False I am getting. Like that, the comparison operator will be work. Let's see the next example. And using what? Not equal. Okay. If is 10 not equal to 7, true, right? 10 is not equal to 7 because 10 is different number, 7 is different number. Okay, like that it will work. Next one is 10 is not equal to 10. I'm getting false because 10 is equal to 10, right? So that is correct. It is false. So when I'm printing the is 20 is greater than 15, 20 is greater than 15, true, right? So 20 is greater than, I'm using the symbol, and 15. So when I'm printing that one, so I'm going to write true. Okay, this is how conditional statement comparison operator will be work. Okay, now onwards, I use so many comparison operator. That's why I'm explaining. So I'm print if 20 is less than 15 means yes, 20 is less than 15. No, right? So I'm getting what? False. Next, print is 8 is greater than equal to 8. 8 is greater than or equal to 8. Okay, is check for greater than 8. Okay, it's equal, right? 8 is equal to 8. So then will be what? Correct. Then what I get output? True. Next one. Next, 8 is greater than or equal to 10. False, right? It should be a greater than or equal. Then only it comparison operator will be work. False. Okay. And is 3 is less than or equal to 3. Correct, right? Think what? True. Next is 3 less than or equal to 1. False. Okay. Okay. Let's start type 1. That is called as what? The if statement. It's also called as what? Simplest decision. Okay. And if statement is used to what? Execute a block of code only if a specified condition is true, then only that block will be executed. Otherwise, it will be skipped. Okay. And this is the syntax your if statement. What should be what? If. You have to mention what? If, then space, then your condition. In place of a condition, you have to mention the condition using what? Comparison operator and with the variable. Then it should be enclosed. That should be end with what? Colon. Okay, and code block should be executed if the condition is true. And remember, this code must be what? Indented. Usually what? Four spaces or your one tab space. Okay, I will show how to do that coding. Okay, and what is condition here? This way can any express your values true or false, like your x is greater than 10, like that. Okay, you have to mention what? Comparison operator with the variables with the condition. Okay, and this colon will what do? The colon must always follow the condition. After the condition, you must end with what? Colon. Okay. And indentation. The lines of the code, that part of the if statement that can be a code block must be what? Indented. This out can be a Python or the belong to the together. Okay. Then only Python can be understand. Okay. Let me show the example here. You have to mention what? If you have to mention, then you have to pass what? Condition. And what? Taking what? 5 equal to what? 5. So after that, I have to mention what? Colon. So then after what? Enter. After entering, Visual Studios knows the after the colon, when I enter, that automatically takes what? Space. Otherwise, you have to take what? Only the what? Tab space. When I click in the tab in your keyboard, it automatically goes to your what? Indentation. If you use the space, you have to, how many times you have to use the space? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, how it be work. Indentation must be followed. Otherwise, you will get the error. Okay, I will show the error here. Okay, good to know, right? Print. Can see, right? When I am running this, what? Printing it's fun. Okay, I'm getting here error. Can see, right? I'm getting error. Called as what? Indentation error. You must be what? You should be what? Use the one tab space or 4 times of span space. Can see here, right? 5 is equal to 5. So this condition is true. Like that, how it will be work. Okay. Let's start with one beautiful example that is called as what? Checking if a number is positive or not. These questions are all asked in your interviews. Okay. And checking the number is a positive or not. And question, we have a number. Okay. And we have to print what? On message. Only if number is positive. Okay. Let's check the on logic. How positive, how do you check it in with a logic? Let me explain the logic, then you can understand neatly. Okay. First one, what we have to define the variable. Let's say what the variable name is called what? My number. Okay, and we want to check what the if the my number is greater than or zero. If greater than zero, then only the number is called as what? Positive number, right? If great if less than zero is what called as what? Negative numbers. Okay, I'm checking what? Positive. Okay, and if my number is greater than zero, is what? True. Then will be print what message saying it's positive. Otherwise, if my number is greater than zero is false, meaning is what? Is zero or negative. Okay, we will just continue with the rest of the program without printing the positive message. Okay, let's start with the programming. Okay, I'm taking what on my number variable, so I'm storing value as called was 10. This 10 is what? Positive number, right? So I'm printing, so I'm running this one. My number is, then after running this what? This value store in my variable. Then I'm starting the program that called as what? Start of program. I'm explaining you understand. This is optional. Okay, and I'm taking what? If my number is variable is less than greater than is zero, greater than if greater than is zero, that will get to the positive, the number is positive. So I'm running this. Okay, can see, right? I'm getting what? The number is positive. Okay, you can see here I have change here what? Minus 10. Okay, I will run this. Okay, after running this will what? Store in the my number variable. When I'm running this, can see, right? Anything will not print it because this will be false, right? That means that's why I'm not getting any statement. Okay, this is how it will be work. This is the end of the program, and you try it yourself. And I'm showed, right, -5 that can be gained with the roadmap. And what will happen? The change here my number is to zero, it will runs in the cell. Then if run is the statement cell again, and what's happen? Let's go again. Okay, and coming to overcome what? It coming next one else it will be not printed anything, right? To overcome this statement, we use what? If else statement. If else statements, when you have to use, if you have one condition and you have to print what? Two statements, you have to use what? If else statement. Okay, this is also called as what? Two path for decisions. Okay, if statement single path, this is what? Two path. Okay, and if else statement allows you to define the two different blocks of a code. One block runs if the condition is true, then other block if runs if the condition is false. This is the beauty of the if else statement. Okay, and you can see here the syntax of the if else statement. Please note down this all. Okay, and I'm taking what? If condition should be what? If keyword you have to use, then condition, and in with what? Colon. And here your code, if you want to the code execute, you can enter the code. And else part should be a what? If and else should be in a same order, then it should be in with what should be end with what? Colon. Okay, then code block should be executed if the condition is false. And this is also needs to what? To be a indented. It should be a what? One tab space. Here also what? Tab space. If you after the colon, if you enter, it automatically takes the space indentation. Okay. Other if not takes, you have to if you have to take use one tab space or four times of your space. Okay. And else, what is else? The else is a keyword, doesn't have any condition next to it, and it tags what? The default path of if the condition is not met. Okay, if you have to use the indentation as I said. Okay, I'm taking the for checking the example that can be or checking the eligibility of to vote. Okay, question is what? Yeah, we have a person age, and can we check with the if they're the old enough to vote or not? Okay, at age is 18 should be what? If you want to vote means your age should be what? 18 years or above. Otherwise or not. Okay, if less than 18, you will get what? It is a not what? You're not eligible to vote. Okay, the logic is what? You have to store the percentage in one variable. I'm taking the variable is called as what? Age. Okay, and condition is what will be what age is what greater than or equal to 18, because you have to use greater than also and equal to also. If age is 18, 18 is equal to 18, then will be true, right? Then so you have to use what equal also, so greater than equal to. If you use only greater than, if you enter the 18 means it will be true the false. So that's why you have to mention what use a particular comparison operator when you're using the logic operation. Okay, age is greater than or equal to 18. Then if the condition is true, then we have to print what they we can vote. Otherwise, if condition is false, we have to print message what not eligible to vote. This is the logic to write the program. Let's check. Okay, taking down variables called as what person age. Okay, I'm putting the age is what 20. Okay, and after running this 20 age is stored in what percentage. Okay, and if percentage is what greater than or equal to 18, what I'm checking what I'm writing what if else conditional statements. Okay, I'm taking what if and percentage is what greater than or equal to 18. So after end with a colon, I am printing what you are eligible to vote. Else you have to print what you're not eligible to vote. Okay, when I am running this, it will check the condition. Okay, percentage is what 20. So 20 is what 20 is greater than or equal to 18, is greater than or equal to 18 is true, right? Then it will print you're eligible to vote. Okay, then it will skip the other block of the if this code. Okay, that will skip the else part. Okay, if condition is true, otherwise it will print what else statement. Okay, when I'm running this, you will get to know. Okay, you can see here, right, you are eligible to vote. So I'm updating the age here. What percentage is what 17. Okay, and store the value in 17 percentage, and when I'm running this, you can share it. The if part is first, then is go for else part, and it is printing what you are not yet eligible to vote. Okay, and another I will show you. I'm taking what 18 here. So and I'm taking here what only the equal. If you want the equal means you have to use what equal to. When I'm taking the equal to, I'm getting what you're not yet to eligible to vote. Because why? 18 is eligible, right? So I'm using what comparison operator here equal to. When I'm using the equal to, what it will be not eligible I'm getting. So it should be what greater than or equal to. So you can when I am running this should be run, then it should be run. You can see right, you are eligible to vote. Okay, this is how it will be work. Okay, it should be what use the greater than equal to. Another one I have to show you, and you have to when you use it the greater than only, and when I'm running this, you can see right, you are not eligible to vote. So 18, if you want 18 should be eligible to eligibility is right. So you have to mention what greater than or equal to. So this must be what correctly used. Okay, then only your program will be work. Okay, then second example is what even checking the even number or odd number based on your given number. So question is what you are given a one whole number. Okay, and we are how can we the tell the if the its number is even or not. We have to check that one. So what is the logic? And you have to know that the even number is perfectly divisible what 2, right? So even number should be what perfectly divisible by 2. Otherwise, we'll got in floating value we will get. Okay, and meaning is to no reminder when divided by 2. So reminder should be what always no reminder, that is called 0. Okay, if should in an odd number we'll have a reminder is of 1. Okay, when divided by 2. Okay, let me take example 3. When I divided by 2 means we'll get what reminder 1, right? So that is called as what odd number. If divided by 2 means we'll get what no reminders. Okay, and let me take the example called as 2. 2 is divided by 2 is what? 0, right? That called be 1. Okay. Remainder is what? 0. So that is called as what? True. Okay. That called as what? Even number. Otherwise it's called as what? Odd number. Okay. And with in Python to check the logic we are taking Python. So we take a what? Modulo operator. That is called as what? Percentage. Okay. It gives us what? Reminder of the division. Okay, reminder of your division. So if the number is what, I'm taking condition what, and the remainder is getting equal to 0. If when I am doing the operation here, I'm get what? Remainder of that operation of the number. So this, when I get the this equal to 0, that 0 is equal to 0, then get will what? Only getting what? True. Otherwise, I'll get what? False. Then if condition is true, I get what? That is that number is called as what? Even number. Otherwise, I'll get what? Odd number. Okay, and I'm taking to number to check that I'm taking that's another variable, and I'm checking the number is got 7. So I'm storing that value 7 in the number to check, and I'm taking what, if condition, that is what, number to check is divisible by 2 and equal to what, 0. So I'm checking the condition here. Okay, I'm taking the 7. You know, right? 7 is what, even number, odd number. 7 is what, odd number. So when I'm, it will check. Okay, when 7 is divisible 2 by 2, what I get the remainder at last, 1, right? So 1 is not equal to 0. Then if block will be skipped and else part will be printed. That is what, the number is odd. So when I am running this, you can get to know is the number is odd. I'll change the number here, 7 to what, 10. Okay, when I am running this, what, the number is getting is even, because 10 is what, even number. You can see, right, number to check when I do the division, when is 10 divided by 2 and final get the remainder is what, 0, right? So when 0 is equal to 0, then it's true, right? So it's printing what, the number is even, then else part will be skipped. This is how if else part will be work. Okay, this is what to use what, your decision making statements. Okay, this is also called as what, two parts of your decision. Okay, and the type 3. The type 3 is what? If, elif, else statement. Okay, this is also called as what? Elif statement, and this is for what? How to use this auto multiple choices. And if you have the n conditions to in a programming and you have the n statements to print, okay, then you have to use what? Elif statement. Okay, and when you have to use more than two possible outcomes or conditions to check, then the if elif else chain will be perfect. Okay, elif is a short is for else if. In Java, okay, in Java and C programming, we mention it as it is what, else if. In Python, we have mentioned here what, elif only. Okay, keep it note that one. Yeah, use the elif, and you have to use one time if. In afterward elif, you can use how n number times. Then it should be at the end. You can use the default else or otherwise your wish. Okay, and syntax you can see here, if elif else statement, and first is what, if condition and elif condition and elif condition up to your n times you need. Okay, then what, else statement. Okay, this is how it will be work. And I'm taking what, one example, you get to know how it will be work. I'm taking one beautiful example that is called as what, simple grading system. Okay, now question is what, we have to print student numerical score, and how can we assign a letter grade that called as what, A, B, C, D, F based on their score. Okay, if you mention the score, that will give you the automatically how to get the grade. Okay, this is our program, that is simple grading system. Okay, this is how the condition. If marks is what, 90 or above, and I want to grade is what, A. Okay, and if the what, I want to grade score what, 80 to 89, so I want to get what, B, and 70 79 C, and 60 to 69 D, and below 60 what, F. Okay, and come to the logic explanation, you can see here. Okay, I want to what, you have to start with by checking the highest grade, that is called as what, first A. Then if the score is not then A, then we have to check for B, and if not B, and you have to check for what, then C, and so on, like that how it will be work. Okay, this is the logic, and the order matters is always check the most specific or highest rank. You have to start with what, highest rank, then will be a like your what, descending order. 90, 80, 70, 60, and below 60. Like that you have to use. Okay. And numerical changes. And if none of the if or elif condition are met, and else block will be a catch the all score of your loss below 60. Okay. Use for else part for what below 60, and if for what 90 or above. And remaining all thing comes under what elif statement. Okay, let's do this program. Okay, I'm checking first one is what I'm taking one variable is called as what student score. This is for I mentioned the scores every time. Okay, I'm scoring now what 85. If 85 means I want to grade is what B, right? Okay, this is what I'm storing one variable and scoring the score in the student score, and this is the program, the logic part, and this is what I'm taking what if student score, okay, this variable what is student score is greater than or equal to 90. This is your first condition. If greater than or equal to 90 means, so I will get what your grade is what A. Then you have after if you have to use what a leaf statement. Okay, you can see right indentation after, and this should be an all a leaf should be what in single line. Okay, in single column. Okay, and a leaf statement score greater than or equal to 80. So I will get what grade B. And if a leaf student score is greater than or equal to 70 means I'll get what C. And student score is greater than or equal to 60 means I'll get what grade D. Else I'll get the grade is what, and another one is missing. What is that one? So that is fail, right? So I'm getting what if you can use the elif also for this one also, and defaultly you can use what else part and printing what your grade is F. So after running this, so you can see right your grade is what B, because my I store mark 85. So 85 is what greater than or equal to 80, right? So I'm getting what the your grade is B. So when I increase the marks here, what 100. So I will get what mark, what the grade, can you what? So I'm running this. So you can see that your grade is what A. So I mentioned what 35. What I will get false, right? So I'm running this. You turn it. Your grade is what F. That is means fail. Okay, this is how it will be work. Let me change another one. Yes, 70, right? Okay, 70 means I want to mention here what greater than or 70 means what 75 I'm giving. So what grade I will get? C, right? Can see it. Your grade is C. This is how program logic will be work. And these are what elif statement. The multiple choices. If you have to print what, if you have any, if you have n conditions to check, and if you have n conditions to print, you can use what elif statement. These are the what keynote. You have to write down that one. Then you can easily recall that one. Okay. And I'll change. I'll all done this. Then the type 4, the last part of the last type of your next your conditional statement, that is called as what nested conditional statement. It's also called as what decision within the decisions. Okay, so if you want to the for one block you have to check for two conditions, then you can watch nested conditional statement, that called also called as what nested if. Okay, sometimes you need to make a decision, then it can be based on that you have to decision make the another decision also, then this is the called as for nesting conditional statement. You can use the put if elif or else statement inside the another if. Okay, that called be another if elif else block. Okay, you can this is you can see the syntax, then you can easily understand. I'm checking what there can be a outer condition, inner condition. One first you have what if outer condition in the code part, then inner that one if inner condition, that's one in code part, then it should be what else. And you can use the here also, if you can use here, right? If you can use elif also, else also. You can here also you can use elif, else, all thing. Okay, this is how nested if will be work. Let's do the one. Let's do one example. Then you can understand. I'm taking one beautiful example. This can be asked in interview, and I'm taking what movie ticket pricing with age and membership. Okay, what question is what a cinema has the different ticket prices. Okay, and children is what under 13 get one price, and adults is and adults that is what 13 or older, that is having what get another price. Okay. Additionally, members get a what? Discount, right? So how do we calculate the ticket price? This is our program. Okay. This is how we have to think. Okay. And there are conditions. You can see here, right? I'm checking what? Child. Okay. Under 13. And what member? That member will be what ticket price is what? $5. Okay. And child under 13 and non-member. They are not member. This is all child is what already member. So each child, this child is getting what discount. That's why $5. And this is no, this child is what non-member, and there is no discount. It's called what $8. And adult and he is member, so I'm getting what $10. And adult is non-member, so I'm getting what $15. This is our simple condition you have to make. Okay. And checking what logic it and explanation. That's first you have to check what mind category, and if the person is or child or adult, you have to check the person is what child or adult. Okay, I can use these conditions. Okay, and this will be a out of the condition, and inside that condition the child category if they are member or not, and this is the inner condition for your children. Okay, and inside the adult category you have to mention what the else in the what else in else part of your outer condition you have to mention what adult category. If also check if the or member or not, this means what your inner condition for your adults. Okay, this is how the decision about the membership depends on the initial age category. Okay, let's do the program, you'll get to know neatly. Okay, I'm taking what two variables. One is what customer age. Okay, I'm checking what customer age, and the values I'm giving what 10. 10 is what when I'm giving the 10 as a age, the customer is what child or adult. Customer is what child, right? So, and I'm checking the is member is equal to true. I'm passing the true. That means what? The customer child is what? Member. Okay, this will be understood. So I'm running this, and after running this value store in these variables. So I'm printing this, calculating in the ticket price. I'm writing the logic now. Okay, I'm taking what if customer age is less than what 13. If less than 13 means that customer is what child, right? So I'm printing what customer is a child. Okay, if customer is a child, then I have to check for another condition is what if the customer the child customer is what is member or not. Okay, if customer is a member, is member is check what is go to the is member here, is member it will be what true, right? So when it will be true, it will what ticket price is, it means ticket price is for $5 and child member. Okay, and if when I mention here this member is equal to false mean, so it will check, then else this part will mean what ticket price is for 8. Okay, and better to know, we can go with what can mention here itself, then you can write inside the one block only, then you can understand neatly. You can see right customer age is what 10 and this member is true, so it will check, and if he's a member we'll get what ticket price. His member is well, how will we know his member here? I'm passing right, his member is equal to true, so his true means his member is what I'm taking this ticket price. If his member is equal to false, then it go to the else part and it print what ticket price is what $8 and child is not member. Okay, then it will go to the if customer age is what is if customer age is adult means that is called if we get the customer age is false, right? It will skip this if part and directly go to the what outer else condition part. Okay, when I'm printing what your customer is an adult, it will check. Okay, if customer is an adult and then it will go to the is member. I'm checking what is member is what true, so I'm getting what ticket price is what 10. Otherwise I'm getting the else part was ticket price is what 15 I will get. So what I output will be, I will get to know here now the customer is what 10, right? And this member is true. So what will be print? Ticket price is 5 and getting the child member. So it will customer is child and it will print ticket price is $5. Let's see. Can see right? Customer is a child and ticket price is what? $5. And let's check the another condition. And I will make it what? False. Okay. So after running this, you can see right? Meeting what? Customer is a child and ticket price is what? $8. Okay, like that how it will be work. And we finished what? We finished here. What? This customer and this one. Okay, let's the update here. What? And update to the 18 here 18. And if customer age is what? Here 18 is less than 30, that's false, right? Then it skip the what? If block, then it's directly go to the else block and it prints what? Customer is an adult. You can check here what? Customer is an adult is printing, and it's checking what? If it's a member, and it's checking is a member, that is false, right? I'm giving false. So then we will, what will be print? The ticket price is what? $15. So I'm changing here false to what? True. So when I am printing the, when I remember check for true, then it will print what? Ticket price is what? $10. This is how movie ticket booking will be work. Okay. This is the one what the easy program. Okay. Better to understand what? Nested if. Okay. Hope you cleared. Okay. And another type 5 is called as what? Conditional statement with a logical operator. This is what using what? And or not. Okay, this is when I using the logical operator, I am using what? Checking in a two conditions. In a only the in one state, one statement. I'm in the inside the if I'm checking the two condition that called as what? Using a logical operator, they called as what? And or not. Let's see how it will be work. And often you will need to the multiple condition at the same time, and this is the where logical operator come in and they combine the true or false values and give one what? True or false result. Like that your and table not or not table you learn in a what? Electronics, electricals, right? That how it will be work. Okay. And first one is what? Hand. Okay, and is what? The overall condition is true only if all individual conditions are true. Okay, if all condition will be good, will be getting the true. And you can have if take on two condition that called be what? A and B. Okay, the condition A should be what? True, and B should be true, then we'll get what? True. Okay, and if the condition is only the what? For condition A is true and condition B is false, so I'll get what? False. And if condition A is false and condition B is true, so I will get what? False. So if condition is A is false and condition B is false, I'm get what? False. So if you want get to true means the both condition A, B should be what? True. Then only I get what? True. Oh, like and operator will be work. Okay, coming to the OR operator, the overall condition is what? True, and if at least one individual condition is true. Okay, this is what? Simply beautiful. Okay, we are true and true or true. When you are using the true or true and condition A is true and condition B is true. So when any one condition should be true, then you get I'll get what? True. Okay, here you can see here condition is true. So finally it will not check for second condition, it will be true. And you are getting false and check for the second condition is true, so I'm getting what? True. And if you get the both condition are false, so I will get only the false there. Okay, this is OR operator how it will be work. Okay, then not will be the reverse the truth value, that can be a not true is false. Okay, and not false is true, like that how it will be. When I'm using the not with the with your boolean value, it opposite the value, that is okay, if you have the true it will tell false, if you mention the false means it will opposite to the false is what? True. So I'm getting that one. This is how not operator will be work. Only the three operator will be most used, that called as what? That's also called as what? Logical operator and or not. Okay. This are what? This is all called as what? Truth values of that operators. Okay. And I'm take the one example that is beautiful, that called as what? Discount eligibility and using what? And operator. Okay. It is the question. The customer gets a special discount if the total purchase is what? Over the $100, and they are what? Loyal customer. And how can we check this? Okay, you can use the what? Logic explanation. You should be must understand the question. The what is that one? The customer gets a special discount. Okay, if the total purchase is what? Is over the $100. Okay, and they are what? Loyal customer. Okay, there is a two condition you mentioned, right? The total purchases should be what? 100. over 100, that can be a greater than or equal to. Okay, then and operator, and they are what for loyal customer. Then we have to check for these customer is loyal or not. Okay, then how can we check that? If the loyal and the customer purchase over the $100, the customer should be get what special discount. Okay, and this is the logic, and we have to do condition to be met, that is what purchase amount should be greater than 100, and is loyal customer able to check, that can be what I'm checking, giving the values for true. If true is not, the customer is what loyal. Otherwise, if I mention the first, customer is what not loyal. Okay, since must be a true, and you must use what and operator. If you have, if you want the both conditions should be true, you have to do what hand operator you have to use. If the one condition should be what true and other is not mentioned, not default, means you can use what or operator. If condition one condition is true, will give the true. If both condition is true, you'll get a true. And your A condition is false and B will get a true, means you will get a true. Okay, like that it will work. In AND operator, the both should be true, then only you get the true. Okay, otherwise you'll get the false. Okay, and if the combine is true, that the discount machine should be what printed. Okay, let me do this one. Okay, I am combining the both here, right? I am deleting here, so I'm entering here. Okay, I'm taken. Okay, can see here, right? And purchase amount is equal to what 150 rupees, and is a loyal customer is true, I'm giving value. Okay, after running this value is stored in what this variables. Okay, and I'm writing a condition, what if the purchase amount is should be what greater than 100. Okay, then and is loyal customer is equal to what true, I'm given true. Okay, and this is not necessary, because what we are doing here, we directly is loyal customer is equal to true, and we are writing here, right? So we will check, and I'm printing what congratulations, you qualify for the special discount, else the no special discount will today. Can check here, right? There I'm passing here what two conditions, this for purchase amount and is loyal customer. So and purchase amount is 150. Okay, and purchase amount is what and is greater than 100 is true, and is loyal customer is true. So when I'm printing that one, I'll get what message, congratulations, you qualified for the special discount. So when I'm running this, I'm getting what name error, because what is loyal customer is not here, not declared before the condition. So I'm getting what name error. Can see it, what name error is loyal number is not defined. You should be what must first should be what define the before using in the condition, you have to what define in the outer the condition. Okay, and you are mentioning here is loyal customer is equal to true, and it will check is loyal customer is equal to true, then you will get the congratulations qualify for the special discount. So when I am printing here, you get to know, right, congratulations, you qualify for the special discount. Okay, and I am doing here what, so 90 rupees. If the 90 rupees means, it will print what no special discount today. Okay, and I have to check for loyalty, right? So I'm taking here 150, and the customer is what not loyal. So I'm what doing what here false. So when I am customer printing this, here customer is not loyal. So this condition is false, and this condition is true. So I'm getting here what false. So I'm getting it will skip the if part and directly go to the what else part. It print what no special discount today. This is how it will be work. Okay. Then I'm taking another example that is called as what? Free shipping using what? Or operator. Okay, a customer, if the condition question is what? A customer gets free shipping if their order total is what? 50 rupees. The taken order that if for total is what? $50 or more. So you get the what? Customer gets what? Free shipping. Okay, or if they have the free shipping coupon code, then customer also get what? Free shipping. Okay, how can we check these? Let me do. Okay, and this is the logic. We need to check what if the order total is what getting the true, Then you also need to check what as coupon code is true is print true. Since the either condition being a true is enough, we use the or operator. If condition is one condition is true, then we can get the discount. Okay. If both condition is also true, we get the discount. Okay. And if both condition is false, then only we get not what discount, or we get what free shipping. Okay. Let me do combine to the both the one block, then you can easily understand. Okay, you can see right. I'm taking the order total is what 45. That is what below 45. Okay, note down right one. And I'm taking what as coupon code is equal to what true. So okay, and coupon code is equal to true means so he is having the coupon code. Okay, and if order total is greater than or equal to 50, or as coupon code is what equal to true. Okay, I'm using here what or operator. Or operator should tell what it should be a what this condition is true or this condition is true. Any one condition should be what true, or both conditions should be true. Then we will get what true. That is when you that is what you can see here at 50. So it will check if the 45 is greater than or equal to 50, false, right? Then it will check for as coupon code is true. Yes, coupon code is there. So it is true. When a coupon code is there, and your that will print what your orders qualify for the free shipping. Okay, and running this, you can get to know right. Your order qualify for the free shipping. Okay, if both condition is false, then we'll get what else part, that is shipping charges apply. Consider it. The coupon code is I am not having coupon code, so I am mentioning what here false. So when I am getting the false, you can get to know right shipping charges apply. Okay, I am changing what order total is what 50. Okay, it will check order total is greater than or equal to 50. Okay, is 50 is equal to 50, right? Then we print it true. Then what will be print? Your order qualify for the free shipping. Can see right. Okay, and I am checking your first what coupon code what true. So I am running this one. We will check the order total 50 is greater than or equal to 50. Yes, true. And that will check for as coupon code is equal to true. Yes, he is having the coupon code. This is true. Then it will for your order qualify for the free shipping. The or operator tell means what? Okay, in any one condition should be true, we will print the if statement. Otherwise, we go for the else statement. Okay, this is a simple logic too. You have to remember. Okay, this is or operator how it will work, and operator will be no how it will be work. And operator should be what if both condition is true, then only the if statement will be work. Okay, otherwise you will get what always else statement. Okay, or operator means any one condition should be a true. Remember that one thing, then you can easily do the programming. Okay, then the last operator is what and not operator. Okay, okay, let's do the last program. That is question is where we have a list of items and we can print the message only the if the list is not empty. Okay, you have to print the message. Okay, when the list is not empty. Okay, and taking the logics and empty, I'm taking one empty list and in Python and is considered as what false in a boolean content, and this is called as what falsiness, and the non-empty list is what truth, that is not called as what truthiness. Okay, and we know we want to check if there is list is not empty, and so we can go to the truth value of the list, that is called a reverse truthing where is the not. So if not my list is true, then can be meaning is what my list is was false, that is called as what empty. We have to print that message. Okay, this is the logic. Let's do the program, you get to know neatly understand. So I'm combining both here. Wait a minute. Yeah, you can see right. Okay, my shopping list is what? Okay, I'm taking one variable that is called as one my shopping list. Okay, in that I'm using what here? List data type. Okay, learn right list data type. List data should be what? Using the square bracket. I'm should be putting the values, multiple values, which is separated by what? Comma. If you're using the string, should be what? Enclosed with the double quotes or single quotes. Okay, and I'm putting the list what called as what? Milk. eggs and bread. Okay, I checking if not my shopping list. Okay, and print is what your shipping list is empty and time to add some items. You check what not my shopping list. Not means what the shopping list having the items or not. It will be checking. Okay, okay, it's already there, right? So it will check for if condition is will be false. Then it will go for else part. It will print what you have items on your shopping list. Okay, when I'm printing this one, you can see right, you have items on your shopping list. Okay, I'm remove what here? I'm remove the items. You want to give the empty list means you have to give the values what? Only the square brackets. That is called as what? Empty list. So I am running this one. So you will get to know this is empty list. So this condition, if condition is true, I am getting what? Your shopping list is empty. I am time to add some items. This is how it will be work. Okay. Okay. This is how it will be work. Okay. This is same thing. I can check the if not empty items shopping list and you can print here. I'm taking the example same thing empty shopping list can create and if not empty shopping list your empty list is indeed empty. So else but your empty list contains the items this should be what happen when you what will get your empty list is indeed in empty. This is how it will be work. Okay. Truthiness and falsiness is born on knowledge that can be a what? You have to note that one. Okay, values considered be false, that calls out what? Falsy. Okay, false means what? The Boolean value itself. None is what? Represent the absence of the value. That is called as what? Null value. Okay, and zero. That is what? Integer zero. And zero point 0.0 is what? Float zero. And zero J. Okay, if you are having the zero with the J means that called as what? Imagine number. That number is what's called as what? Complex zero. Okay, it should be what? What? Default values of the these numbers. Okay, the empty sequences. If you use a string means you have to use a single what? If you use what empty sequence that if you have to use a empty string if you want means you have to mention what single quotes or double quotes and start with and ends with. Or can use what if you want an empty tuple you have to mention what only the parentheses. If you want an empty list mean you have to use what only the empty square brackets. If you want the dictionary empty dictionary means you have to use what only the ಇದು what flower brackets. Okay, and you can if you have the empty set mean you have to mention word called as keyword called as what set with the parenthesis. If you mention only the parenthesis it considers what as tuple. If you want means set means you have to mention set with parenthesis. Okay, and values considered to be true that called as what truthy. Okay, almost everything else and then any non-zero number is called as what true and any non-empty string is least tuple dictionary or set. Okay, this is how it will work and I will explain one truthiness and one falsiness. Okay, and text for text input I'm taking what Python is F1. Okay, and if text is input and I'm printing what we receive some text else we print no text is provided. Okay, and printing this one and when I'm running this will be stored in a text input, right? So if text input, okay, then we receive some text, right? And if you're having only the what, so I'm getting here I'm just passing the empty so no text is provided. This is how truthiness will be work. If you want the strings check, this is for your number check like same as it is if it will work. Okay, let's stop here.